Good morning, everyone. All right, so today is Wednesday. Not the best day in the market. There's not too many big gappers. The biggest mover in pre right now is CBIO, and you can see this thing's just going absolutely crazy, all the way up to 17.17, and then all the way back down to under the closing price at 11.05 now. So really crazy move, low of 10.75. Definitely watching this one at the open to see what this one can do. Also keeping an eye on NOG, which is Northern Oil and Gas. It's gapping up from 324 to 342. Watching RIOT, it's a crypto blockchain stock. Gapping down some, but had a really big push yesterday. We'll see what Bitcoin does today. Same thing with SRAX. I believe this is a crypto related stock, although I'm not 100% sure. Let's see what Bitcoin is at right now. Yeah, Bitcoin's up to 7,461. It's up 11.21% from yesterday. So yeah, it spiked again this morning. We'll see where some of these go at the open. Maybe look for some sympathy plays with some of these crypto-related stocks. I'll go ahead and include my watch list in the chat just to see what we can get today. And by me, Mitch texted me here. All right, yeah, Mitch is. Let me give Mitch a call really quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Gonna call Mitch. Good morning, man.
What's up?
What's up, man? Yeah, a little. Whoa, about to drop my phone. Yeah, a little slow Wednesday, man. A little slow.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that right off the start.
We got a few crypto stocks moving and stuff like that, but aside from that, a little slow, man.
Yeah, definitely a little slow. Gonna take it easy today. One of the keys is that on a slow day, you just gotta make sure that you're gonna play your setup. If it's not your setup, then definitely you can't be playing that.
Right, for sure. It has to be my setup, man. I don't like anything else in this market. Um, I I can't talk right now. Yeah, RIOT. I mean, a lot of this stuff I think is going to come back down. I'm kind of looking for a second day fade with some of these, like looking for a second day wash after a big push, and so I'll be kind of looking for those with like PED, AMRH maybe under 150. CBIO looking for it to continue dropping, obviously, but CBIO is going crazy there. Um,
Yeah. From what I'm seeing, the top three plays for me are gonna be CDMO, PED, and Riot.
right.
Those are the top three. One of the key things, especially in a slow market, you don't want to be looking at 30 stocks. You want to kind of just pay attention to one, try to make a play, and then get on out of here.
Right, for sure. I agree. You don't want to, today's not the day for me to go big, I don't think. I'll probably wait until Thursday, but we'll see. Let me catch back up with the chat. Good morning, Huguetes. Lucas, good morning. Michael, good morning. Adam, good morning. Abdul, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Sonic, what's up, brother? James, good morning, good morning. Zach, good morning. Adrian, good morning. All right, so yeah, I mean, we'll look at some of these. FNK. I know I was looking at FNKO. It needs some more volume. It's just low volume. I mean, it's gapping up some. Wait, what was Sonic saying, Mitch?
He was getting a little cursing over there, trying to act like he's smart over there. So put him on a little timeout. He can handle that.
Sorry, Sonic. I don't know what you said, brother.
Hey, sometimes when you got a kid, you gotta discipline him a little bit.
Yeah, man. Sonic's our little son over here. I like Sonic, though. Don't get butthurt, Sonic. We like you, man.
Don't worry, you'll be back.
Good morning, Seven. What's up, brother? Martin, I'm using Thinkorswim. So Thinkorswim for charts. You can see the right side of my screen is Thinkorswim, and then the left side is Tef's TradeNet. Good morning, Matt Spies. Good morning, brother. All right, so
Man, that GBR short on that crash through that 430s yesterday, that was a nice one. That just never came back.
yeah, man, it just couldn't hold.
One of the key things is, especially for like stocks like GBR that had those huge runs, all these last, like that last run yesterday, that was just trying to get to an important resistance level. When you see that they fail those important resistance levels, what you have to pay attention to is now the level two. The level two, you got to start doing the tape reading and find out where the wash really happened.
Right,
And that wash happened there at that 430 mark. Then it went down. It tried to go back to that 430 mark to break it, and it couldn't. And it washed out immediately again at that 430 mark. That's why I went and I hit it at 420.
right. Yeah, it looked like a good short
Trust,
there.
yeah, you gotta. It takes time to get better at tape reading. It's something that definitely has taken me at least over a year to even somewhat get near to understanding. And as the more you go and the more experience you grow, you're gonna start being able to trust your instincts more off of that tape reading. And if you're able to read and see that swing of momentum, that's what you got there on the GBR, the swing of momentum. That's when you can take a trade based on price action and level two.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what I mostly use the level two for is I mostly use the level two for just seeing like a lot of time the actual candles will lag a little bit behind where like the bid or the ask is. And so it's like if I say, I set mental stops. I don't really set hard stops, but if I say I'm getting out at $3 and I see $3 flash on the bid or the ask, I know that I'm most likely about to get stopped out and I can get out early as opposed to waiting for the candlesticks to show 3 and then possibly just run up before I can get out.
Yeah, I like to always be looking at the time and sales. Also, if I see any sale, especially go through at my price that I got to get out, that's just time to get out. You know.
For sure.
Sometimes you get those market makers that are filling those stop orders, and they're a little bit higher than even the ask or the bid.
For sure. All right, so yeah, watching CBIO, it's probably one of my main watches. Watching all the crypto related stocks like RIOT, SRAX, MARA. A lot of them are doing, very similar things here with Bitcoin spiking yesterday. And so Bitcoin spiked a little bit this morning as well. Um, my goal for the month, Martin, is just to make my goal for the month is just to be net profit. If you're talking about like a exact goal, probably be up, 300 on the month is what I'm kind of rooting for, but we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
my biggest thing for the rest of this month is gonna be I'm taking a measure from Monday, and I'm trying to get at least 70% of the time that I only traded exactly the strategy that I wanted to play. This is really the key. Sometimes you're gonna take other trades, and that's really what your inconsistency comes from, is not taking the exact same setup over and over again. So that's really what I'm working on this rest of this month, is more focusing on doing the exact plays that I want to do over and over and over again.
right. Just rinse and repeat those setups.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, do you use hotkeys? No, at this point I don't. I mean, hotkeys is great for scalping. I scalp sometimes, but I'm comfortable using my mouse to do it. And so it's all about what you're comfortable with. You don't necessarily have to use hotkeys unless like you have a very, very quick kind of scalping style. Where mine, I usually end up holding them for a minute or two at least. And so unless it goes in my direction or it gets me pretty fast. But usually my hand's over the cover button anyway. So, um, I'm just not used to hotkeys. I've tried to set them up before, but it's just something I'm not that used to.
Yeah, I have them set up for longs. I don't have them set up for shorts. What I mainly like on hotkeys is profit target keys. So with that being said, so what it does is I set up a hotkey on the long side. What it does is it changes the sell price based on my average cost. So if I want to sell, let's say, 20 cents up, I can hit Control P, and that can send out the target 20 cents higher, and then it'll try to sell at that. The way I use those hotkeys is, like you said, mainly for scalping plays. Let's say if I get in on a $3 break, I'll usually get in and immediately put out that sell order just in case we get that pop to exactly the profit that I wanted, and you
Right.
can go ahead and take that off.
Right.
I've been thinking about adding these for shorts, especially when we sometimes get in at the immediate VWAP. Sometimes we can get in on that VWAP and we get an immediate flush. So I'm thinking about adding that as an average cost buy at the bottom so that you could essentially put out a target 10 or 15, 20 cents down. And if you get that instant move down, you could probably get that fill.
For sure.
That's how you want to use hotkeys. One of the key things that I learned not to do with hotkeys is some of the things that some gurus teach is like, just seeing a stock and hammering on it with a hotkey, especially like I have my buy hotkey. If you have it +03, so that way I can definitely get in when I do want to get in. It's going to send out an order on the ass +03, and that is a good thing and a bad thing. It's cost me my biggest loss on actually using that hot button key. That was a loss back in January that was over $700. It was with big share sizing, but that just showed me that, that's not the way to go with the hotkey. If you are using a hotkey to enter, it needs to be more on, like, let's say a pullback and you snap in. Don't be trying to get those snap up momentum, because what can happen is what happens to me. It's happened to me multiple times. One really bad, where I got in on a $4 break. I saw $4 on the level two. When I went to go hit the button in that slight millisecond, it went up to 425. I was filled at 425 with 1,000 shares, and it immediately retraced to 380s. That gave me 40 cents down in about less than a second. These are the kind of errors and mistakes that I never want to see any of the traders in this chat room make. So that's why I bring it up, guys.
Yeah, no, it's good that you can kind of teach everybody from your mistakes. I think that's important. Let me go over the news now. At this point, I'm really looking at CBIO. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Sorry, guys. What's up, Sonic? Hey, Sonic, brother, we love you, man.
Yeah, no
Sorry for the
problem.
timeout, brother. Sorry for the timeout, brother. I don't even know what it was about. It's between you and Mitch, but we love you, brother. Don't hate us, man. All right, so who get this? I'll check out PED in a second. Good morning, Leandro, Tiny. Good morning, NYC. Good morning, Skynet. Good morning, 7. Good morning, DeAndrew. Good morning, Matt. What's up, guys? All right, so I'm looking at CBIO. This is kind of a really kind of crazy stock. The first thing I see with CBIO is that it had positive results for one patient in late-stage hemophilia trial. Yeah, the company said that one hemophilia patient in its phase 2/3 clinical trial had good results. They experienced no bleeds on the high dose of catalyst therapy and only one bleed while on the lower dose. That patient had a historical annualized bleed rate of 26.7, the company said. The trial tested the marzerpitakug alpha, or Marza AA, in patients. Catalyst only released information about the one patient's results. Okay, so good results for one patient in CBIO. But, I mean, that made it spike up to 17.17. But I'm curious what made this massive drop. Maybe they found something they didn't like here. Let's see if I can find anything else. Yeah, they reported positive data. Yeah, I'm curious. Let's see if I can find anything else with it. If anybody knows why Yeah, they reported positive data. Interesting. I'm not really seeing any reason for CBIO to tank here. Maybe they found something they didn't like in the results. I don't know. I'm just not showing any other catalyst aside from the positive news on CBIO, and so we'll see where that one goes. Looking at PED, I'm pretty sure PED is just up on technicals from yesterday, and maybe some momentum. Taking a look at it. Yeah, PED I don't think has any new catalyst out today. No new catalyst on PED. Looking at RIOT, which I'm pretty sure RIOT and a lot of these other crypto stocks are just up because Bitcoin spiked as well. Yeah, a lot of these Bitcoin related stocks are up because Bitcoin spiked. Looking at SRAX now. And so what Bitcoin does today is gonna dictate what a lot of these crypto stocks do, and so that's a few things to watch. Looking at PRPO here, you can see a pretty big gap up. I can't trade this one unfortunately, but it's a really nice gap up here. Let's look to see why it's moving. The company announced preliminary second quarter results. Their revenue is up 14% from last year, or from the first quarter of 2018. And year-over-year revenue increased by 213% for PRPO. And so pretty good news for PRPO. We'll see where this one goes. I can't trade it, unfortunately, but it's worth a watch as well. Looking at FNKO, somebody mentioned this one. I think they said they're a toy company, or they're partnering with a toy company that's making Fortnite toys, if I heard correctly, if this is the correct one for FNKO. Yeah, so FNKO is partnering with Epic Games to create Fortnite toys and collectibles. And so that's why FNKO is a partnership with Epic Games. I think EPIC is another stock that was moving. Maybe not. But yeah, FNKO up from 1560 to 1711. Going to keep an eye on that one. Looking at MARA, it's another kind of crypto-related stock. I'm pretty sure it's just up because Bitcoin's up as well. Yeah, no recent news on MARA. Looking at AMRH, I'm pretty sure it's just up on momentum, or it's down on momentum, but it's moving. ERIC, Ericsson. I remember it's a phone company, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Yeah, so it sounds like Ericsson, ERIC had good second quarter results. Yeah, they had good second quarter results. Let's see what else. Yeah, good earnings, good results. Let's see. Yeah, the company, quote unquote, has once again beaten expectations in its 2018 results. So good second quarter results for ERIC. Looking at CEI.
Yeah.
CEI, no new results out for CEI. Maybe just up on technicals. What were you saying, Mitch? You were gonna say something, brother?
Yeah, just we can't trade it, but it's definitely a beautiful daily chart and probably gonna be a little bit active today. MTBC. That daily is beautiful.
MTBC. I remember this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's gapping up some.
Yeah, I've had some traders that have been trading it for a while, but definitely it was beautiful after that 450 breakout there.
Yeah, it looks good, man. I mean, I got to give Tefs credit. They've been adding these big running stocks. And so I do have to give them a little bit of credit. They've been, like stocks that, like yesterday, for instance, was it CLRB? A few other ones were tradable that weren't tradable the day before. So,
Yeah,
we'll
no
see.
complaints really.
Right, they've been adding them. I mean, some stocks aren't tradable, but, for the most part.
Happens on every broker.
Right. Martin Hill asked, what was your starting capital? 14,000 was my starting capital, so I'm down a little bit less than 200. I'm using Tefs, which is the partnering broker with TradeNet. And so the way it works is they give me a $14,000 account and I have a $700 max loss. And so if I go under $13,300, they close my account down. And any profits I make over the original $14K they give me, there's a 70-30 profit split. Let me catch back up on the chat. Sonic says hotkeys bankrupted my account. That's rough, brother.
Don't worry. Like I said, I was there too, man.
Right. Juan, staff dropping. Yeah, staff's up. Yeah, I think it'll probably drop as well. We'll see. Nice, Carlo. Nice, brother. Up 6K this week. Not bad for his first month. Good job, brother. Good morning, Fernando. Yeah, for sure, 7. I'm looking at that as well. It all depends on what Bitcoin does this morning, which is going to dictate what a lot of these crypto stocks like MARA, SRAX, RIOT, DPW, like a lot of these crypto related stocks, it's all just going to depend on what Bitcoin does. But I'm glad it's moving because it gives us some more to watch. NSTG, Alex. Yeah, kind of like NSTG here. It's gapping down some. Let's look at the daily. The daily looks interesting. I mean, it has a lot of support at 13, and so if it cracks under there, it's got some room down to 12.20. Let's see. Oh, what's at 12.20 now? So it's at 12.15. So it's all the way down here. Yeah, it's still got some support here too. Looking at the daily chart, if it breaks under 12, it's got some room down to 11.30s. So watching NSTG for a VWAP fade down to 11.30s. But yeah, I like that one as well. So call riot bull run at the opening. All right, we'll see, Juan. Yeah, I think it all just depends on what Bitcoin's gonna do. The stream stopped for you, Tiny? Adrian, can you trade PED? I can trade PED and staff. What's the other ones you saying? ATOS. I can't trade ATOS. CPAH. I can't trade CPAH. I can trade CLRB. So I can trade, let's see, 1, 2, 3 out of 5 of those. What's up, Sultan? What's up, brother? PRPO. Yeah, watching PRPO as well. Watching RIOT. Yeah, no worries, TJ. Hey, nothing wrong with just kind of spectating on the market, brother. PED, GBR. All right, so yeah, so guys, today, if I have a losing day today, I'm really going to have to analyze like what I'm doing on Wednesdays. So like just to give you a little bit of perspective here, okay? So this week I've had 2 profitable days, right? Monday and Tuesday profitable days. Last week I had 2 profitable days as well on Monday and Tuesday. So last week I actually had 3 profitable days. I had 3 out of 5 profitable days, right? But the 3 profitable days were Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Right? Same thing for the weeks prior to that. Like I've had profitable weeks for the most part the last month, but most of the time those profitable days out of the week are Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And so if I don't have a profitable day today, I'm really going to have to consider not trading on Wednesdays just because it's just not the day for me. If I can't have a profitable day, and if I could end up, if every week Monday and Tuesday are profitable, but Wednesday I have a losing day, it's kind of that thing where you're always working on striving towards improving your, win rate and accuracy. If Wednesdays are historically and statistically just a bad day for me, I might just have to either take it really, really small or just don't trade on Wednesdays. We'll see what what happens with today, but, Martin's saying, but did you need to pass some exams? No. I mean, so the way TradeNet works, so what I did was I signed up through TradeNet. I bought the intro package with TradeNet. It's not a deposit. It's a non-refundable payment for their package. And with that, TradeNet gives me a day trading course, access to their chat room for a month, and a paper trading platform, right? And then Tefs, which is their partnering broker, is the one that offers me the funded account for $14,000. And so I don't even necessarily have to take TradeNet's course. As soon as I bought the intro package, I just sent TradeNet an email saying I was ready for my funded account. Please send me my login information. And within 2 days, they sent it to me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can use it regardless of, it's not based in the US. I think it's based overseas. And so I'm pretty sure you can sign up, Martin. If you want the link here, I'll go ahead and give you the link. I do have a link that gets you 10% off. I do make a commission from it, but, if you want the link, I'll send it to you, brother. So just give me 1 second. But yeah, I mean, I love TradeNet. The biggest flaw with TradeNet is that a lot of these stocks, especially cheaper stocks, aren't tradable. So like, for instance, PRPO isn't tradable. What's the other one I was watching? MTBC isn't tradable. What was the other one you were looking at? No, I can't remember the other one. But a few stocks aren't tradable, and so you do want to take that into consideration. You don't want to just kind of blindly, or you want to consider that for sure before you get TradeNet, because a lot of times the cheaper stocks aren't tradable. But lately they've been doing a pretty good job of adding some of these stocks, but that still is kind of the biggest flaw in my opinion with regard to TradeNet. So I'll go ahead and post the link. Give me a second.
Oof. That's harsh, AH.
What happened?
He blew his TradeNet account on MTSL, even though he was up $1,000 on the day.
Oof, that's tough, brother. But it happens, man.
Yeah, that's the key with intro accounts, man. If you're trying to take swings with intro accounts, you gotta know your limit. Your daily or weekly risk limit, and if it gets to that limit, you gotta get out.
You gotta just bail out, man. Here's TradeNet's link right there. So if you want to sign up through TradeNet, if you go through that link, it gets you 10% off. Yeah. But just in all honesty, I think they're actually doing a special right now that gets you something bigger than 10%. So let me see.
Yeah, right now you can get it from the 17th to I think the 27th for $3.99, guys.
Yeah, there you go. So 20% off. So yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Like this, that's how honest with, I try to be as honest as I can. I'm not going to send anybody to sign up through my link when they can get a better deal just through TradeNet themselves for the next week. It's just a special they have going on for the next week.
Another thing, guys, is Trade Ideas is actually going to be running their 1 week. They run like a 1 week demo, even with their AI. So if you guys want to check out Trade Ideas, I suggest you go to their page and sign up for their trial week, which is, I believe, next week. They give you 5 days for like $8.
TEUM. Tiny saying she's watching TEUM. Yeah, I like TEUM. It's a higher float stock. You can see how choppy it is, but it doesn't look too bad. EGY looks okay if it can break 313. Yeah, I was with TradeNet till 2 days ago. Blew my intro account on an MTSL trade, even though I was up $1,000 on the day. Yeah, that's rough, man. MTSL was pretty sketchy. MTSL was a little sketchy here. Look at this. I brought this up the day it happened. You can see this massive move from 145 all the way to 645, and then right before the close,
got him.
Yeah,
that drop had to have got him.
Right before the close, literally 20 minutes before the close, this thing drops from $6.50 all the way down to $2, or almost $2. So massive drop in 20 minutes. That's, those are the type of moves that'll ruin your account. You got to realize how, dangerous day trading is to a certain extent because of those crazy moves. CCRC. I like it for the trend. I mean, it's not kind of my cup of tea with day trading, but a swing trading, it looks decent for a possible swing trade there. NOK, Anthony. Yeah, NOK gapping up some. It's a really, really high float stock. It's Nokia. Okay. Yeah, it's Nokia. It's gapping up nicely, but it's a high float stock, and so if you're going to make money with it, at least for me, I would have to take a little bit larger sizing. Don't know if I really want to do that. What's up, James? Good morning, brother. How you doing, man? Is anybody planning on scalping PRPO at the open? I would, but it's not tradable on TradeNet. 55-cent stock. I don't know if I would really trade it anyway. It's just not my style. But it's not tradable, so I can't trade it regardless. Good morning, Cool. What's up, brother? MS. Yeah, I'm watching CBIO as well. Yeah, MS looks good. Morgan Stanley. I mean, it's not really my style either. I really don't like trading these higher float, kind of bigger blue chip stocks, especially with day trading, but I'll watch it. I mean, it's up a decent amount. We'll see where it goes. Oh, man, this coffee is good this morning. It was time for some coffee. All right.
Okay. All right. So with MS is Morgan Stanley. The reason that's going up is financials. Financials are everyone's doing rotationary. There's rotationary investors that are getting away from tech and rotating their money into the earnings from the financials.
Whew.
So that's just a different style of investors. So you can kind of look at that. Like there's always investors that kind of shift their ways. They go from certain sector to certain sector as it approaches either cyclical areas or earnings.
You can also see AMAT is kind of moving similar to Morgan Stanley, which is Applied Materials, AMAT. LRCX, kind of the same thing, LRCX.
And Morgan Chase was the one that actually started the rally. Started about a day or two ago, and they had great earnings. And now people are just swinging into the financials. They're really paying attention to them. Their earnings come out, they're going to go ahead and try to capitalize on it.
Yeah, one I'm really kind of watching here is I'm watching AMRH. You can see how much support this thing has had at 150. And, I mean, I'm looking for it to possibly get down to where it was at $1.10. And so I'm watching AMRH for a possible second day fade here. Oh, man, what did I do? I dropped it. Here, take over for a second, Mitch. I got to grab something, brother.
Yeah, no stress, guys. All right, so let me see some other stocks that are on the list for today. I see FNKO going up there. It's not bad, not a bad one to watch, guys. FNKO, a little bit more pricier for me. Very low volume, but the daily chart has it breaking out through 1750s. Gapped up about 9% for the day. Just wanted to keep on the watch. Not something that I'm really interested in, but just looking around, trying to see what stocks are moving, what we can find to play for today. So far, my main watch is going to be CDMO, guys. CDMO has just been hanging out there at that 550, and it's a little extended on the daily, so I'm going to be watching it. It could hold these 550s and get back above 6, so I really am not biased either way with CDMO. I'm just going to more watch at the open and start watching for important levels.
Good morning,
James. You guys
James.
the level. All right, so 567 is the resistance for me, and the support would be down to 534. So those are the key range that I need to see breakthrough. And then I can start looking for more of a trade.
Which one are you talking about?
CDMO. That's going to be my top watch for today. And then PED. And then last, my third best stock for today to watch is going to be Riot.
Yeah, watching Riot for sure. MVRX. Good morning, James. What's up, brother? It's been a while, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Carlo, I just put the TradeNet link back into the chat, so there's the link if you want it, man. But like I said, just to be honest with everybody, I could just be, sleazy and just get you guys to sign up through my link. But if you go to tradenet.com, they actually have a better deal than my link. So you'll get 20% off as opposed to 10% off for the next week on TradeNet. So you get the intro package for $3.99. And so, yeah, just to be honest, it's cheaper if you actually just go to tradenet.com as opposed to my link. Even though I do get a commission if you go through my link. If you want to support the channel, you can. But it's 100% understandable. And if I were you, I would just go through TradeNet's link just because it's a cheaper, it'll get you 20% off. Good morning, Sean. What's up, brother? All right. So we'll see what we get this morning. Yeah, today's going to be kind of the deciding day. Like, if I have another losing day today, I'm probably just going to skip out on trading Wednesdays. Like I said, just because the last month and a half, it's Monday, Tuesday. Almost every Monday and Tuesday is a profitable day for me. Literally, almost every single Monday and Tuesday is profitable. Wednesdays, not so much. And so today's...
Not so much.
Yeah, for sure, man. Wednesdays just not... I just don't make it work on Wednesdays.
I've tried so hard to not create that fallacy, but it's becoming more and more viable that just Wednesdays, just statistically, I mean,
it's just a bad day, man. Right.
The math speaks. There's no volume though, mainly most of the time.
Right, that's
Very
what it
rare.
is.
Only one day I think last month did we get that huge day on Wednesday, which was really weird.
Yeah, for sure. EBR, guys. I'm just now seeing EBR. EBR is up from $3.99 to $4.28. It's up some. Not the best volume, but maybe watch EBR as well. All right, guys. We got 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes until the open.
I'm laughing over here. I'm listening to some other traders talk about Bitcoin, and they're just like, yeah, guys, look, Bitcoin's back, guys. Let's go. Let's all jump in.
What's up, Black Monday? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Hey, Salty. What's up? What's up, Salty? Yeah, man. I mean, what's up, Sean? Good morning, brother. Hey, I'm trying, Heath. I'm trying, brother. But yeah, man, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to be sleazy here. You can get a better deal from tradenet.com as opposed to my link, and so just trying to be honest. If I was you, I would want somebody to be honest with me about it. I'd much rather a 20% off than a 10% off, so.
All right, guys, 9:28, almost 9:29. Get ready. Know your plan. Know what you want to see. Visualize your trade, and let's go and attack, guys.
Oh, NSTG isn't tradable. Oh, my bad, Mitch.
No, you're good. Remember, it's Wednesdays, guys, so you want to be kind of more of an in and out. We don't usually get too crazy continuation on Wednesdays, so look for your trade, guys. Seeing Riot come down, hanging out at that $6, could just crash there at the open. If it does, it'll probably go down to that 587 level, and I'll be looking for it to bounce up above 6 near that VWAP for an attempt VWAP fade. All right, let's do this, guys.
James asked, quick question on the time and sales on Thinkorswim. What's the difference between the red and the green? The red is sell orders. The green is buy orders. Pretty simple. Right, Mitch? That's correct, huh? I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, ask and bid.
Ask and bid. All right, there's the bell. Appreciate the sub. Dalton, Envy.
In between orders. I don't know what the color is for Thinkorswim. CPAH, I think, ripped out at the open. If you guys want to take a look at that.
It's not tradable for us.
Yeah, that's why I'm not looking at it. Just wanted to call it out for the chat.
Appreciate the sub, HN. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome, man. PED starting to drop down to 227.
Yeah.
FNKO.
Went through that level already that I was interested. Which was 38.
FNKO getting a volume spike here, testing the high of the day. FNKO. They're testing the high of pre right here, up to 1753. Just broke the high of pre. Up to 1760 on FNKO. So I want to see this hold support at this $0.50 area. MARA dropping some down to 118. Yeah, I think that's correct. Cool. Is that your alarms, Mitch?
That's that annoying CNBC.
All right, 1775 on FNKO. Starting to run after breaking the pre-market high. PRPO running up some, testing 60 cents now. Let's see what else we got. AMRH pulling down to test 150. SRAX bouncing down here. Big drop down to 550 on SRAX. Quick big drop. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing here.
Riot there, guys, crashing back down to the support there at 587 there.
Bitcoin, watching it. Yeah, Riot breaking down here. I'm going to look for a bounce up to the VWAP if it gives me that chance.
That's what I'll look for.
The crypto
like I
stocks,
said, guys, it's going to make that move to that 587. It broke through the support there, so let's see if it gets back up above it.
for a possible long, PED is breaking over the highs of the day in the VWAP. We'll see where it goes, but PED. FNKO running after breaking the pre-market high up to 1808 at its highs now. Bitcoin at 7,429. CBIO. CBIO maybe pull back to the VWAP here. Gonna let it form a little bit first. Here's a possible bounce on RIOT. FNKO still steady pushing up to 1815 now. Big move. Looking at MARA for a possible VWAP bounce here. A big spike on CBIO up to 1270s.
Looking for a pop up here on Riot to $6.
Right, that's
I'll
what I'm
take it
watching.
if it gets up there.
Me too. That's exactly what I'm watching as well. Same thing with SRAX. Kind of very similar pattern there. It's got a bounce up there though. Also looking at MARA. Possibly bouncing there. Yeah, that's what I'm watching, James. For sure. Alright, SRAX.
Small bounce here in Riot. Let's see if it gets up to the levels that I'm looking for.
Alright, I'm in SRAX with 50 shares. Just looking for a VWAP fade here. Nice little drop. Beautiful low of the day break. We'll see if the spread evens out a little bit. It's testing these lows now on SRAX. I got in quick.
Entry is
549.
Risk.
565.
All right.
Alright, it's trying to crack. There's 540.
I'd maybe take some of those 32s off the table. And you can look for your bounce. But you might get this breakdown right here, and it might not even get back up to 550.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it here.
Just relax. I like the setup at least. Good setup trade.
It tapped it quick. Appreciate it, but it tapped it quick. We'll see. I think if it spikes up, it's going to spike fast. And so I'm trying to give it that time here, but it's kind of stuck at 540.
Hey guys, I just broke through 20 for me. I just broke down through 20, so just a stock that I'm just going to keep on watch, guys. One of my alerts.
All right, I got out for a $14 gain with this really quick drop on SRAX. I didn't take big enough sizing just because it's been pretty volatile, but a beautiful VWAP fade. Look at that. Look how perfect that VWAP fade was on SRAX.
What was your sizing, man?
50 shares.
Ah,
It's
come
Wednesday. Nah,
on.
man, it's Wednesday, brother. I'm not risking it today, dude. It's Wednesday, man.
50?
50.
50 though, you can handle a $10, $15 loss with 100 shares though, man.
I know. I'm
I
just
know
saying. If it swung down that much, like I gotta do it, brother.
we
Wednesdays
just
every
you gotta stay
day.
consistent though with our sizing though, because the key is that win right there could have put you into the nice driver's seat for tomorrow.
Right, for sure. But Wednesdays, I got to judge it based on how I've traded previously on Wednesdays. And Wednesdays, like what happens is, like I built a nice cushion on my account on Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I use bigger sizing, not even bigger, just regular sizing. And Wednesdays wipe out all of my gains. And so I had
It's
to,
the
brother.
consistency. You
Right,
gotta find the consistency also. So we gotta find the right plan there. But I understand if you're just trying to go green on Wednesday, if
exactly.
that's your. But remember, we gotta try to start completely doing that executed trade there. So right there on that wash, you could have been able to cover half. Now on this next VWAP tap, that should go up to about 546. You can add your sizing right back.
Look at
But it's not a bad
CBIO.
trade. It's a good gain, but
Yeah,
just try to keep your Wednesday green. If that's your idea and that's your goal for today, then that's not a bad trade at all.
yeah. I mean, it was a 28 cents per share gain, so really nice. And it bounced right after I got out. So I got out almost at the low. But look at CBIO here, guys. CBIO breaking under the lows of the day and just tanking here. It's down to under 12 at this point. Right, cool, exactly. Cool says, well played. Seeing that Wednesdays are not your days, it's understandable to take it easy. Yeah, brother, I'm just trying to take it slow for Wednesdays. Like I told Mitch yesterday that I'm ready to use bigger sizing. Look at MARA, guys. MARA breaking under the lows. But, I told Mitch yesterday I'm ready to use bigger sizing, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow to do it. Just because Wednesdays historically have been really tough days for me. And so, I think you have to analyze what days you do best on. And, I need to take bigger risks on Mondays and Tuesdays for sure. But Wednesdays, I'm not necessarily opposed to using small sizing just because historically it's been tough.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, my main focus is trying to execute the whole strategy. So that's the only reason I'm bringing it up so that we can do this play on SRAX where you get that first wipe down, that first, then you can add on the bounce up. And now you're getting that washout again right there to the support there.
Right.
That's when we're going to take half of it off right there at 516, 518 area. And then you can go ahead and you have 50% left and just leave the 50% for the breakdown.
Right, for sure.
But it's not, it's a good cent trade. You just have to know that if that's what you were aiming for and that's what you got and that's what you want to do.
Right, for sure.
The key is the changing of the share size. I don't agree with increasing it on Wednesday. Definitely not. But we got to try to stay consistent so
You
that the
at least
wins.
use 100,
Yeah, the wins and the losses can be
or
kind
even.
of similar.
The only thing that
Similar,
matters is the cents per share. If I use the same sizing each trade, the only thing that matters is the cents per share gain. Look at RIOT bear flagging, breaking under the lows here. MARA kind of getting close to do that as well. PRPO
Hey
is,
guys, I'm short I at 1998.
what's your risk?
It's off of 2010.
All right, I like it. What's your entry?
1998.
Okay.
1998.
That's a good entry.
I wanted 20, but it just washed right through there.
There's RIOT failing, SRAX coming down. Yeah, I mean, it was just too good of a VWAP fade to really, ignore. Look at that. It bounced exactly up to the VWAP. And this is kind of the picture-perfect example of the VWAP fade on SARX. You can see a bearish trend, bounce to the VWAP, continuation bear flag down, and then it bounces again and continues going down. So It's all about the trend with this one is one thing. Like if it's in a bullish trend, the VWAP fade isn't as viable in my opinion. Staff. Right, exactly, Bob. That's where I'm still a new trader, so I'm still working on it, but that's kind of my mentality as well. I
All
have to
right,
use the
guys.
same sizing.
Took took that took a half of it off right there at 85s.
Look at FNKO for a possible VWAP rejection.
I'm looking for a bounce to add my size back. If it breaks down here, then it could just keep going down and I can just take profits on the next breakdown. I made 13 cents on that first profit take.
NSTG may be VWAP fading here, NSTG, but it's not necessarily in a bearish trend, so I don't like it as much. There you go. Nice drop for you, Mitch, on I. Looking good, brother.
There you go.
Nice little VWAP fade for you.
All right, guys. I'm thinking about taking right here in the 77s. It already bounced a little bit for me though, so I'll look for the bounce to add.
Yeah, some of these crypto stocks are tanking here. I see a lot of them. RIOT, SRAX, MARA.
All right, guys. Gonna take it all off right here, 1975. I'm
Nice,
out.
brother.
There you
Awesome
go.
trade,
Nice
man.
gain there. Nice gain there.
What was your...
I could look for the bounce to re-add there, but since I'm already up there about 20 cents, 22 cents, I'll just go ahead and I'll take that. It's a nice little trade right there. I didn't get it on the first VWAP test, which was 2010 or 2011, and that would have been beautiful. That if I had that entry, I probably would have taken half of it earlier, and then let it bounce.
Right, what was it? You got like a what, 22, 23 cents a share?
Yeah.
Good, brother.
Yeah.
What was your gain?
The real key was that I didn't get in on the VWAP. Had to chase it a little bit at 1998, and that's why I want to take the profit. If I was at the VWAP at like 2005, I would probably hold more. Because I expect this bounce here in the 75s, but it's probably going to bounce right to my number, 1998 or 20.
Right.
I didn't want to get it to the break even.
Yeah. Plus the whole dollar. If it breaks 20, it could run. So I like your exit, man. Good exit.
Yeah, I'm seeing Riot up there, 596.
Yeah, right around the VWAP.
Staff breaking out, guys. Staff is breaking out there. Probably gonna pump and then dump. So I'm looking at this one, guys. Staff, there it goes. Boom,
Whoa,
through the
look at
threes.
Staff.
Up there, 315, 320s, guys. That's why you gotta have set alerts. Thinkorswim let me know this was breaking 280s, 290s, and that's when I was gonna look for the $3 break.
Yeah, look at
Set your
Staff,
alerts,
man.
guys. Set your alerts, especially when you're not gonna be able to watch a certain stock. Set an alert for an important price that you know if it breaks that price, it's gonna have momentum.
Looking really good, man. Look at that move up to 325. Let's look at the daily on Staff real quick.
Yeah, I'm actually maybe looking to short if this can get to the 350s off
Yeah.
of 360.
Right, it's got some resistance at 363, 365, and so
This is kind of same thing we see with like GBR yesterday. So it's trying to get to a main level, guys. Look at the level 2, watch the shorters. You're looking for that red washout. You're gonna keep seeing those greens just run through, run through, run through, and then eventually you're gonna see that wash. It's just gonna be a complete sheet of red.
Right, for sure. So James is asking John, what was Mitch's gain on the VWAP fade on I? What was your gain?
All right, hold on a second, guys. Ah, I missed that. Riot. Look at Riot. That bounce to the VWAP.
Look at that
I was
VWAP
looking for
fade,
that.
man. Beautiful
I was
VWAP fade.
looking for it. When I was talking about staff, is when I was looking at it for the bounce there at 595 to the VWAP.
It's in play
Right there,
today.
that was in the spot.
It's in play today for sure. I've seen it a lot. It's happened a decent amount. SRAX, RIOT, especially with these crypto stocks. They even FNKO had a nice VWAP rejection here. If you look at FNKO, the difference between a VWAP fade and a VWAP rejection, guys, is a VWAP rejection is in a bullish trend when the stock finally breaks underneath the VWAP, and you can see FNKO bounced up to the VWAP at 1780s and then got rejected, came back down to the $17 level. And so this is a VWAP rejection, but a nice one there.
Guys, $36 for that gain.
Nice. So yeah, somebody's asking me what's a good video to watch that will kind of teach you about the VWAP fade setup. I have a video that kind of explains the exact kind of pattern and setup that Mitch and I are kind of going for here. And so I'll go ahead and post that link in here. It's one of my favorite setups. It's one I've been using a decent amount. Like this week I've had 3 green days strictly using the VWAP fade setup, and so it's definitely a viable option for me at least. Here's the link here to that video. There's the link if you want to kind of learn the VWAP fade setup that Mitch and I are kind of going through. MARA bouncing back over the VWAP here. Staff, we'll see if Staff finds some support at 3.
I'm keeping close watch there, guys, on CDMO and Riot. Staff still up there. Did that up there to 338. Now it's basing there at $3 there. We're starting to get that base, guys. Remember, like we did yesterday, what we want to see is that base really hold for a little bit.
Appreciate it, Nicholas. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, man, I just, like I always say, I'm not an expert trader or anything like that. I just try to kind of teach people what has worked for me. And, you know, it may work for them, it may not. So it's all about finding your own kind of style. Look at PED here, guys. PED squeezing up.
At it right now.
Squeezing up over the $0.50 at 254 now. Breaking the high of the day, breaking the $0.50. It's up there. Also, FNKO is kind of teetering around this low here.
250s, 245s can be your entry, risking off a 239, 240 area.
But always got to say, we're not investment professionals. We're not liable for any losses you take. You have to make your own assessment of the market. We do not give financial advice for profit. I want to make that extremely clear for liability reasons. But yeah, look at FNKO here. FNKO is right around the low of the day. I think it probably will bounce here, but who knows? It could break and continue falling. It's got some room if it does break under 17. So FNKO, looking at that one. AMRH for a second day fade. Is another one I'm watching. SRAX bouncing back to the VWAP, but AMRH breaking under the lows here as well. Very small range at this point, though. Corey's asking, I know you guys focus on the VWAP fades, and I get that selling emotion is stronger than buying or FOMO, but do we have out eyes on any longs, daily or 1 to 2 day swings? Mitch is more kind of on that, on the long side. I have a few long setups that I really look for. One of them is called the 1 minute pullback setup. And so it's essentially you wait for that first green or that first red candle. After a stock starts to run, you wait for that first red candle and then get in after it. That first, like, here's a good example. It's kind of a bull flag, but
Hey guys, CDMO there, a little wash there. I was thinking about getting in there at 549. I wasn't able to get in there. Right when I hit the button, it already went down to 43s, 42s. I'm looking for any pop-up 45, 47 area, and you could risk off a 52.
Nice, Outsiders. Congrats, brother. Congrats, man. Yeah, with CDMO as a VWAP rejection. But yeah, so like I was saying, for my long setup, if you look at STAF, it ran up some. It had this one consolidation red candle, and then when it broke the highs of that red candle, this thing just massively pushed all the way up to 340. So it's called the 1 minute pullback setup. It's one of my favorite long setups. I also use kind of pre-market high breaks. As you can see, FNKO this morning broke the pre-market high right here that I marked down. It's not as viable as the 1 minute pullback in my opinion. You can see it broke the pre-market high at 1750 and ran. But yeah, I have a few long setups that I watch. Mega's asking, need to be trading CBIO. Why are you not? CBIO, I mean, it's just not my setup. It's, you know, I mean, it's not a bad VWAP fade setup here. This bounced to 1280. But it just hasn't been my setup so far. So, you know, every trader's different. I look for a very specific setup to get into. And if I don't see it, I don't trade it. So, you know, it's just not my, it just wasn't my setup. Really nice bear flags going on here. But like I said, it just wasn't my setup.
All right, guys, I got a little starter on CDMO there at 546, risking off of 552, so it's a small risk trade. If it comes back around, I really want to get out, but if it comes right back down to that 40s, 43s, it'll give me that confirmation this is just going to come on down.
Look at FNKO breaking under the lows here, trying to hold. We'll see if it can. Also, somebody else mentioned this one, IZEA getting some volume here, spiking up to 180. Small range, but starting to spike up some for IZEA. Needs some more volume, though, in my opinion. Vone, so to see if it's tradable, I go to my trade manager, and you can see I can type it in here. RIOT. If it says Y under is tradable, you see how it says is tradable with a Y underneath it, that means I can go long and short. So as long as it says Y under tradable, that means I can trade it long and short. And so you can see RIOT, but if I go to NSTG, it says N, so that means it's not tradable, regardless of what the short size says. If it says N, it's not tradable. CBIO bouncing back to that previous support area of 1225. It's testing 12 now.
I is by the VWAP, guys. I is by the VWAP now. It's finally having that bounce after it went down all the way to 50s.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that 88, 1988, 85s. That's where you'd want to get in. You're going to risk off of 1993.
Persian's asking, how do I trade with the VWAP? Here, I'll post the link, Persian. Here's the link to my VWAP fade video. This is essentially what I look for here, is the VWAP fade. There's the link right there if you want to check out the strategy. How do you find stocks? Do you have a scanner? Yeah, I have a scanner. I have trade ideas. Corey says, thank you. Trading under the PDT rule can be difficult some days. Make an error on one trade and it can really screw up your week. Juggling both Webull and Robinhood to double my day trades. Yeah, I feel you. I do that as well with Webull and Robinhood. But yeah, in some aspects, I think the PDT rule is beneficial, especially for new traders who may not have the discipline to kind of not force trades and not, you know, revenge trade in ways like that. But if you're an experienced trader, you know, obviously, I dislike the PDT rule. I'm not even trying to pretend like I'm super experienced or anything like that. But you know, I think it has its uses. I'm a little bit torn on how I feel about it.
Guys, MTSL is taking off there. It still needs a lot to get to old levels, but it's taking off there, guys. PED crashed after that attempt long there, after the attempt red to green there. So it definitely is a stock to watch.
Yeah, watching PED here, maybe a VWAP rejection. It needs to break under 235 here for PED. But yeah, MTSL getting some volume, spiking up to 267. We'll see if it holds support at that 250 level right here.
Riot reverse, guys. Riot reversal signal up there to 609. You now below 583s and it'll be bearish, but up here it's reversing the pattern. Oh, look at I. That was beautiful. That tap up to the VWAP there, guys, and an immediate reversal right back down.
Yeah, it looks good, man. Yeah, I mean, who knows what I is going to do? If you look at I's daily chart, I mean, every
I
time
think
I
it's
looked
had
at,
so much runs.
yeah,
Yeah,
man, it maybe just
it's
be
one of those
time.
stocks you don't have that continuation usually, so you want to get those trades, get some profit in there. It's just high volatile stock. That's why I trade it, guys.
Right, for sure. I mean, I've looked at this one since March, and every time I look at it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna short the heck out of this one, and it just continued to push up. You can see since March, it's up to
There
21.48,
you
so a
go.
massive move.
CDMO looking better, guys. CDMO looking better. I'm at 546 there, guys.
The volume's just not how I don't like CDMO just because the volume's too low. I'm not saying it won't tank, but the volume's just a
No.
little, little sketchy. This
Yeah, it's fine for me right there. It's more along a trade that I'm just in based off a pattern, and I'm looking for a continuation down. Any move up to that VWAP or to the VWAP or above, and I'll be out.
right. Appreciate the sub, Igor. Welcome, brother. Oh, you're in CDMO, right?
Yeah,
Oh, my
I
bad, man.
took it at 546. No, you're fine.
I didn't mean to
You're
downplay the
fine,
stock
brother.
you're in. But
No,
yeah,
it's just lower volume stock. You're actually right on that.
the spread's not too
Something to watch
bad,
out for.
right? But I mean, the spread's not too bad for the low volume. But look at I, man. This is a
Hmm.
great, like Mitch was
It's a
saying.
beauty.
This is the VWAP fade setup right here. If you look at I, bearish
It,
trend, bounce up to the VWAP. If I was in the trade, I would take a partial at 1950 or right around here and then see if it can crack under the low. But beautiful picture perfect example of it on I this morning.
I'm
Good
out
call out by Mitch.
CDMO, guys. I'm out CDMO. I'm gonna take a 3-cent loss on this and not put myself at more risk. I'm still green on the day, so I don't want to go ahead and put that risk out there. But yeah, I is the perfect example. If you really look at 935, 936 is when we really look for that VWAP fade, and you get that green candle perfect there. 936 up there to the VWAP, which was at the time 2012, and it goes up to 2015. If you get short right there on that first wash there to the 80s, you can take some profit. And then you get no bounce, you could take some profit down there in the 50s, re-add that sizing up there at the VWAP, and then chase it right back down. That's the strategy, really.
For sure.
That's why you can, once you get in that good average price, you're able to take some profit off the table, look to add back that share sizing, and look for the same move right back down, continuation, and take 50% off of it off the table after that. You should have a good enough gain to just go ahead and let the rest of the shares just trade.
Right.
Riot, guys. Riot is definitely reversed that pattern there, guys, and could break out through that 613, get back to those pre-market highs of 634s. So it had a 1-minute bearish pattern that it broke at 598.
Look at FAMA. Somebody brought up FAMA. A little sketchy for me. Kind of out of nowhere. Volume spike, but we'll see if it holds over the VWAP. Also, AMRH on the second day fade. Like I said, this is one of the ones I was watching for a possible second day, just kind of wash out. A very small range, though. I mean, it's only moved, let's see, about 20 cents today. And so, very small range for AMRH, but second day fade, which is kind of one of those swing trading setups that I've been considering decently lately, because a lot of times you'll see stocks make huge runs and then everybody kind of forgets about them and they kind of quietly fade back down to their original price.
As I'm looking at staff, want to bounce to the VWAP there at 304
Look at MTSL.
for VWAP rejection.
MTSL,
Yeah, I told you guys, brought it to you guys a little earlier at 267, now up there to $3.
Black Monday killing it over there with MTSL. Nice job, brother. Nice job, man. Up to 3 now, testing it. Yeah, staff with that VWAP rejection here. You can see the VWAP rejection at 306. It still could find some support here. We'll see with STAF. There's the break on MTSL up to 324. Massive move. A lot of people watching MTSL at this point. Hey, if it was a green trade, Sean, you can't get too upset, brother.
MTSL, guys.
Yeah.
MTSL, guys. There's my alert for MTSL breaking through it.
Yep, up to 330s now.
Yep, now it's really in play there, guys. You saw how the volume came in there?
Right.
There is an important level for it to break. That
Every,
710 level, which was at 324, when it broke that 324, boom.
Everybody's watching this one at this point. Everybody's eyes are on it. The volume's up there. And if you want to see a good example of a VWAP rejection, now, like I said, I don't think VWAP rejections are as viable as VWAP fades. But if you look at STAF, you could see a bullish trend, a break underneath the VWAP. You could see it held resistance right at that VWAP area, and it slowly started to tank back down, kind of like FNKO. Very similar pattern here. FNKO, bullish trend, breaks underneath the VWAP. You can see it held that VWAP as resistance and then continued to fall down. So the VWAP rejections are somewhat in play today as well. Staff, big pullback here. I want to see it hold support at $3. That's kind of the next, evolutionary move in MTSL is if it can hold support at 3, slowly creep back up and break this high of the day at 340, get some volume in, and possibly get a little bit higher. I think let's look at the daily chart is necessary for this one.
Hey guys, a bigger stock, but I'm just gonna do a more watch trade. I'm not really taking this trade, but just to call it out there, guys, put it out there. MS, like you guys are talking,
Morgan
I would
Stanley.
Morgan Stanley. It's right about this area 593 where you could risk off of 51. So the 51 is going to be a breakout point, but you could short here at 593 there, and you're risking off of 51. So 100 shares or something like that. So you could risk about 10 to 11 bucks for a move down potential to 560s and 540s. So 30-cent risk, 30-cent reward for a potential 10-cent risk, guys.
Not to disagree with you, I just don't like MS just because it's so choppy right now. It went up to 51.50, went all the way down to 50.30, and then it's kind of wedging a little bit here. It's just not my cup of tea, brother. But I mean,
that's exactly the trade. It's the wedge breakdown.
Under 51, yeah. If it continues to find resistance at 51, it looks okay. But yeah, no traders are always going to agree 100% on anything. So, I mean...
Yeah, this is not really my strategy there, guys. Just putting it out there. Trying to learn a little bit more on how to trade these bigger stocks. So, one of the key things I'm doing is just keeping track of these. Another one that I kept track on is Netflix. So, I'm trying to learn a little bit bigger stocks so I could maybe possibly trade these with 100 shares or something like that.
CHRS for a VWAP fade or a VWAP rejection here. CHRS. Some people talking in the chat about this one. Look at the massive drop on PRPO. Look at this drop on PRPO. Big drop.
Yeah, there was some big shorters there at 65 for PRPO.
I mean, hey, you might have been right, Mitch. Look at MS here. There's the drop. Yep. Hey, you were right, brother. Guys. Hey, man. I'm sorry I doubted you, brother. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Nah, it's cool, bro. It's the pattern, bro. I
I know.
Pattern.
I'm just messing
with
you.
That's what I see. You saw it too, the wedge.
Right, it was a wedge, but the biggest thing with wedges is that it could break out either way. But the risk reward was good, and that's the big thing to think about.
So the key is, all right, so the real reward for this wedge, since it's a rising wedge, it's to the bottom side. It's not to the top side, because the top breakout shouldn't be as big, because really what this wedge consisted of was a huge red candle at 932. Huge red candle. So then it bounced, came up, that one up, that one down touch, guys, is 562. Then that two up there at 51 to 8. Then back down to the support there at 50.69. You're gonna get that one up, that third up right there at 51, and that's that third up. It never comes back to that number, guys. It came down, bounced a little bit, and when it bounced there, I went short there at 50.93, and then you look for this move down to 560. Like I told you, 50.60 would be the first profit take, and then the next profit take would be 50.40.
All right, Tiny, have a good day. See you tomorrow. Hopefully I have to sell and stop losses set for the day team. I'm testing my method. Good luck, Tiny. I hope it works out for you.
A CPA there, guys, off of the 9 EMA $3 entry was beautiful.
Yeah, see, that's like I said, that's the next evolutionary step in MTSL was that You want to see previous resistance hold as support, and whole dollar and half dollars are crucial here. So you can see it bounced up to 340, found support at 3, and now it's making its kind of second push here. And I don't necessarily know if it's going to break 340, but that's kind of the next evolutionary step in it. My bad, Mitch. I know I kind of cut you off with that one, but
no, you're good. That's exactly you're explaining it correct. One of the key things that I use for stocks like this with that much momentum is that 9 EMA, guys. I can't recommend it more than enough. If you really watch it for the pullbacks and you try to get in on those 9 EMA pullbacks, those are where you want to go and take your risk on a stock that's going up like this. If you watched, it came back to the 9 EMA there at 10:02, at 10:03, and right near it at 10:04. Those all gave you chances at $2.96 to $3 range where you could risk off of right there $2.85.
For sure. Appreciate the sub.
You have the VWAP right there also that should give you support there at 286 also. So those are the kind of chances that you want to take on the long side if you're a long side trader.
Appreciate the sub, Sergio. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Also,
look at I.
I know, man. I'm watching it. I'm watching it on my other monitor. It's at 1942. Also, they did add CPAH to TradeNet. So TradeNet wasn't available on TEFs this morning. TEFs did add CPAH, and now it's tradable. And it might be a VWAP rejection here. We'll see. But they did add it just to let everybody know. Also, AMRH may be a VWAP fade. Not necessarily my favorite setup on AMRH, but it's a small range, but bouncing up to the VWAP here.
All right, guys. Taking a little starter there on Riot. 591 there with risk off of $6.
All right, Huguetes. Have a good day, brother. See you tomorrow, man.
This will more than likely be my last trade there, guys. Willing to risk a little bit here. I only took a small share size position because I'm looking for more of an ad down there, down at 580s.
Nice BIPU. Congrats. Awesome trade. Here's MTSL testing the high of the day at 340 here. Like we said, like Mitch and I both said, it bounced up, found support at 3, and then continued its second leg up. Now, it might get rejected here. If it gets rejected here, it may be a double top. But if it breaks here and breaks 350, it potentially could go to 4. And so we'll see what MTSL does here, kind of a crucial level. If it gets rejected here, it may be a double top, but we'll see. Not looking bad here.
Yeah, that's why I always sell some at resistance and hold the rest for the breakout.
All right, Corey. Yeah, for sure, man. Glad somebody can take advantage of these call-outs, brother. 7, having trouble finding a swing right now, so I dumped my portfolio into crypto today. Gonna go put some miles on that bike. All right, 7, have a good day, brother. See you tomorrow, man. Check out Dogcoin. It's growing fast. Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty ignorant of crypto. I just don't know much about it. MTSL breaking over the high of the day, though. It's at 350. But yeah, crypto, I don't know enough about it to really invest in it. And I don't want to just kind of blindly, buy crypto just because I don't know enough about it. Appreciate the sub. Son, welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man.
All right, guys, I'm out there. Riot, small loss, 10-cent loss. Not even 8 cents loss. I'm done for the day, guys. I had an 8-cent loss and a 2-cent loss on CDMO and a nice winner on I. I'm going to take my profits, guys, on a Wednesday and get on out of here.
Be done, man. That's how you do it, though.
I'll hang around with you guys. If you guys want to ask questions about stocks, this is when you want to go ahead and ask. But I'm not going to be taking any more trades.
All right, so MTSL getting rejected at 350. Now, this one, it might be a, a cup and handle possibly here. We'll see. If it finds support at this 308 level, watching for that 308 level. PRPO, if you can trade PRPO, you can see PRPO getting a pretty big wash here under the lows of the day on PRPO.
For Bob was asking about the 9 EMA. I used the 9 EMA on the 1 minute. I used the 5 minute to tell me pullbacks more. Like if you look at the 5 minute now, you see that 3 at 280, and you're gonna see how it like kind of magnets down there. So that's what I look for, overextension. I pull the 5 minute to always show me the bigger time frame is gonna show you how extended it really is.
Right.
1 minute, you're gonna see those quick chops. And then what I look for on the 1 minute is just 9 EMA entrance. You see, now we're under the 9 EMA. And that's not really where you want to be getting in. You want to be getting in at the 9 EMA with a support right underneath of it that you can risk off of.
Really beautiful trade on CPAH, Sean. Really nice trade. Sean got in short at 462, covered half at 432. I like that cover, and then sold the rest at 410. So beautiful trade, brother. Nice little VWAP projection there as well, but an awesome job, bro.
What was your time for your entry, for that 462 entry? I love it. I love the actual spot. I hope that it was around 954, 955. That looks beautiful if you got there.
Right, that's what I was looking at too. CPAH, see if it finds that previous support as resistance at 54 cents. Looking at MDGS here, maybe a VWAP rejection. Low volume though, not my favorite. Somebody mentioned CBIO. Yeah, at this point, CBIO is just kind of consolidating. It's just kind of going sideways, waiting for a low or high of the day break before I jump in CBIO. IZEA. Some people talking about IZEA. Yeah, IZEA starting to test that previous high of the day from yesterday at 189. It's at 185 now. It's pushing up there to test it. Previously in the day, it had kind of low volume, but it's been running some, and the volume's just now starting to come in. It's at 189 now, so this is a big level here as well. I wouldn't mind seeing a, fall back down to 187, hold support, and then a push. And see, like I said for MTSL, exact bounce off of it. Like I said, the next level to see if it bounces off of 308, it bounced off of 306. And so very close to what I said, and then a possible push up here. So watching MTSL as well.
All right, guys, if I was still short on MS, I would have re-shorted there at 50.80 and added there at 50.80. I would have an average of 50.87. I took some profit there at 50.60 and would look for this next leg down to 50.40s, risking off the VWAP.
Yeah, nice call on IZEA, Sonic. Good job, brother. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking to see if IZEA finds some support. Let's see. At this 187, 186 level. It's at 187 now. So we'll see if it finds support there and then breaks. If not, I mean, I could see it coming back down to the 180 level and then maybe bouncing and trying to test it again. But we'll see. Maybe a VWAP fade on AMRH. But like I said, it's not my favorite. But it looks like a possible VWAP fade here on AMRH.
I like it, Sean. I like it. You saw the wash, waited for the bounce, and took your trade. That's how you do it, man. I liked it so much that I just looked for a stock named Sean.
But yeah, look at AMRH, possible VWAP fade here.
Hey guys, riot there, guys, squeezing up there a little bit there. I guess shorts are getting squeezed there. You guys can watch this for maybe for a later day trade, but it's definitely holding the price of pre-market.
Yeah, I'm watching to see what Bitcoin's doing.
It's probably up.
How do you find Bitcoin? Does Thinkorswim?
GDAX is a good one. It turns into Coinbase Pro or something like that. I use GDAX.com, which turns into Pro Coinbase now. That's the one I used to use.
To watch crypto?
Yeah, it just shows you a chart. You don't have to take any trades. You can just go to Coinbase.
Oh, you have to have an account with them?
I don't see that you have to have an account. I mean, I go to it all the time. Try just putting in GDAX.com.
Oh, yeah. I found it. Bitcoin US dollar.
And it's bounced on the daily. On the 14th, it went from the support there at 620, 6261, now up there to 7.553 for the resistance, and it's actually meeting the wash. The wash was back on June 9th at 75192. So that's what you're gonna look for. If it can get through those 7.5s, probably in the 7.7s, this could probably get to 8s, get to 9s, probably 10 even. I could see it going to 10,000 and then really probably coming right back down.
Right.
Um, Cryptos definitely have a tendency, especially Bitcoin lately, has a tendency. It's a hard 12,000 resistance level. It did it last time when it did that run where people thought it bottomed out and it ran right to 12,000, came right back down. It's probably, I recommend if you do take it, you got to always try to find these consolidation periods where it's down at the support and you try to take it off of there and you just kind of watch it daily to see if it goes down underneath those supports.
Look at I.
I definitely don't recommend day trading cryptos.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's not something that really matches patterns. Doesn't have enough resistance and support levels over history to really like use the levels. I've never seen like patterns really work out. I've always tried to trade it. I've made some monies, but it's literally been like how long-term traders trade more. They just take average and they're looking for a long period of time and just kind of wait and hold. If it goes up, they take profits.
All right, Sonic, have a good day, brother.
Oh man, I is gonna be a beauty of a stock.
I know, look at it.
That's our trade, man.
Would have been a beautiful fade at that. If beautiful entry would have been 1987, and then just riding that wash down.
The daily shows that $20 breakdown, and that was my alert. My alert was set for $20, and I was watching it on the side.
MTSL. Yeah, MTSL is just kind of consolidating at this point. I mean, it's forming higher highs, and so we'll see.
Get away from there. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know enough about crypto to be able to day trade it, really. All right, Sean, have a good day, brother. Good job today, man.
But Riot breaking out, guys. Riot broke out.
Yeah, there's the high of the day break on RIOT. I'm looking for it to find support at 630 and then make that test for the high of pre-market at 660.
Guys, this is when I call out Mara. 125 entry, risk off of 120. You see the sympathy play, rotationary play.
Yeah, I'm watching MARA as well, kind of following Riot to a certain extent. They're both crypto-related stocks.
If I would have took it, I would have took it there at 125 off of 120. You got a good pattern, a bull flag pattern also on this stock to show you a little bit more strength. And what you're looking for is Riot to continue. Riot continuing will probably bring Mara up just along with it.
Right. Yeah. Chai talking about FNKO VWAP fade. Chai, you're not the Chai that I know, are you, from Ireland? Or no, it's Chi. You're not the Chi I know from Ireland, are you? I know a Chi from Ireland, same name. But FNKO, yeah, nice little VWAP projection there. Down to 17 now. Alright, guys. Volume starting to come down some here. Still watching MTSL, RIOT, MARA.
God, that's what the call out was perfect, guys.
There it goes.
125 off of 120. 5-cent risk. You can look for 10 cents and then 20 cents gain. You can see this going to 140s. It was there. That's what, guys, so when I saw Riot breaking out, I didn't think, hey, let me jump on Riot. I tried to look for the sympathy play that I know it's exactly Mara or DPW.
So, no, you're not it, Chi? All right, brother, no worries, man. But, yeah, look at, like Mitch is saying, look at MARA. Also, MTSL starting to test that high again. This is kind of a crucial level with it here. It's been kind of going sideways for a little bit.
CPAH looks like it's trying to wash through the fours. I'd watch this one later on in the day. If it's by the VWAP, later on in the day for a fade. I wouldn't try to short it here. I would look for a little bit longer period of time around that 130 time frame. But that's going to be it for me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Just enjoy my day. It's my day off. Going to go take my dog out, enjoy life, and keep going on, guys.
Yeah, I'll probably end up closing the stream down here as well. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8:45 a.m. market time, and I stream until about 10:15, 10:30, closing it down at 10:20 today. But yeah, guys, not a bad week thus far for me. 3 profitable days. Haven't had a losing day so far this week, and so been doing pretty well. Hopefully I can continue that momentum going forward. Check out MTSL really quick. It's testing the 350s again, may break the high of the day here. But yeah, if you want to do me a favor and if you appreciate this channel, watching me day trade and live and hearing Mitch's call outs, make sure you hit the like button right now on this video. It does help support us. We appreciate any support we can get. So click the like button if you have time. Yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Appreciate being here, Mitch. You want to say anything, brother?
No, that's it, guys. Just like we said in pre-market, guys, we were looking for just our nice 1 trade, 2 trades, just trying to get our money and get on out. Just study, guys. You know, Wednesdays aren't the strongest days, so if you are red for today, don't stress more on the red. Stress more on what was your setups. Were you looking for a specific play, and did you play that? If you didn't play that specific play, then you went and you got off your consistency from your setup, and that's why you are red on today.
I just posted Mitch's Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I just posted Mitch's channel, a link to Mitch's channel, so everybody go subscribe to Mitch as well. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time, 8:45 a.m. Have a good day, guys. See you tomorrow.
Take care.